Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. My name is George Tony AF and I'm a senior software engineer at LinkedIn. Today we are going to discuss about how to use LinkedIn for job search. The first thing the people usually come to me and ask is how to use LinkedIn for job search. Today we will discuss a few points and how to make sure you have a better chance in finding the job. Good luck. So these are the agenda for the video. One is profile, resume, job search feature, open to work, and tips for job search. When it comes to a profile, your LinkedIn profile needs to be updated at the time. This has a better advantage of getting your resume shortlisted. One thing you should know is that LinkedIn is a social network for professionals. So networking can get you an edge over the others. It can be like writing articles or being part of the LinkedIn groups just to chat with others, or you just might be chatting with your old colleagues and how they are doing. These things are great at getting an interview. There are certain features that you should look into it. One is resume building and downloading a resume from your profile itself. In this slide, I'm showing the resume I have downloaded from LinkedIn. So in order to get this, you can go to your LinkedIn profile, and in the profile section, there's a more button. Click on it and the drop down appears. You can share your profile in a message with someone or potentially download it, or you can create your own resume from the LinkedIn information or the resume you have already made. There are other features as well. For example, you can search for keywords in your resume. However, this is a premium feature. This is an example of the resume generated from LinkedIn, and this is based on my profile itself. As you can see, there are two sections to it. One that contains all my experiences and uh, my descriptions and my certifications and skills on the other side as well. For example, you can see that I have been working with LinkedIn in the senior software engineer and software engineer position, and other organizations like Hapes, Yahoo, and Inmobi, etc. On the left side, you can see my contact information, my skills like React.js, Python, and the languages which I know. And underneath them, there are my certifications I have done in the recently. For example, designing a RESTful API, advanced Python, etc. Uh, There are other features sections you can add as well, like publications on your IEEE, etc. as well. These features can give you a highlight on your profile to others as well. Now the most important part, job search. In the job search feature, there are certain options you have come across, but probably rarely used. Let me give an insight on what they are, and this will improve your chances on securing that job you like. The options are my job, job alerts, salary, skill assessment, interview prep, resume builder, job seeker guidance. First, let me get to my job. These are the basic things you have used. For example, this will bookmark your job you're looking for. For the future use references, then next comes job alert. This is basically a alert created on a job query you have done. They make sure you're alert properly getting the notification through email or from the application itself. This can be set into daily, monthly or weekly basis. Then comes a few things that you probably haven't used yet. For example, salary. In this feature, you will be able to find out what is the salary range for a particular job at a particular location. For example, a software engineer Bangalore, what's the average salary looks like, or something like that. Can be data analysis, etc. Then comes a skill assessment. As you've seen in my resume, there are certain top skills like React.js, Python, etc. So how do you verify I have those skills? You can take a skill assessment test here. This is basically certain multiple choice questions about your skills. And based on that, you can rank your higher. And based on that ranking, you have a better chance on securing that interview. Then comes the interview perp. Basic interview perp are the interview questions generally asked in an interview. This can be like what's your 5 year goal gonna look like, or what's your greatest talent or greatest weakness, etc. And this will give you a guided video on how to make sure that you can get that answer correctly and get that job. Then comes the resume builder, which I have said earlier as well. Then comes the job seeker guidance, which is a list of videos on how to use the LinkedIn features more effectively. One of the new features that LinkedIn introduced is open to work feature, where as you can see, you can have to go to your LinkedIn profile and there's an option called open to. On clicking that, multiple options comes in the drop down. Finding a new job, hiring, providing services. Let me get to this. Finding a new job. This is what any job applicant should be looking into. Finding a new job gives you an advantage and give you visibility to the recruiter that you're open to seeking. Hiring. This is generally used by the recruiters for finding applicants. And next comes the providing services. These are for consultants and freelance, making their skill set available to others and their availability. So now you found the perfect job description, and you can see that there are certain qualifications for that job you have to check before you apply. In the example above, there are certain basic qualifications and preferred qualifications. So the best chance of getting this job interview is to make sure that you have at least two of the preferred job qualifications. For example, in this, you can see that it's looking for a person with a experience in Python frameworks, Flask, or Django, etc. And relatively experience in troubleshooting in Linux, Unix experiences. If you have either of these two or any other check, then you can apply for the job and it will increase your chance on getting your resume shortlisted as well. This is one thing you should keep in mind when you try to apply for a job. Now comes the important part, the tips. When it comes to tips, I will generally give the first one is the referral. Referral has more chance of your resume getting shortlisted than directly applying. In my personal experience, even two out of the four companies I worked, I got it through referral. Even so, LinkedIn, in LinkedIn, I got it through referral as well. The next comes open to work feature. Make sure you have that enabled when you're looking for job opportunities. That will also get great advantage. Then comes, as I said earlier, LinkedIn is a social network for professionals. Make sure you're networking, making sure that you're active in the site and making important comments and part of the LinkedIn groups you're usually interested, like React, Python, etc. The next comes Posting articles in LinkedIn for better reach. Making sure you're up to date in LinkedIn, just post some articles you've worked on, your experiences, or certain things you find interesting. This way, your profile will be highlighted among the others, and you will have a better chance on getting that interview and getting that recruiters to reach out to you as well. These are my personal informations. You can check out my LinkedIn profile or YouTube channel, and if you need help, you can reach out to me.